We need to talk. You got a letter. This is from Chairman Rose himself. You mind if I read it for you? Okay, great. I'm sorry, I'll pick that up later. Oh, man. This is some crazy news. I mean, you don't usually get letters from Chairman Rose, unless, of course, he wants to sponsor you, which doesn't happen. All right, this is big news. But let me get to this letter real quick, and then we'll discuss some things. Trainer, I hereby invite you to take place in the gym challenge. You have shown extraordinary talent in understanding the styles of battle, and I would love to see you compete for a chance to be crowned champion. Our current champion, Leon, is constantly looking for good competition, and I can think of few better to challenge him than you. Do your best, and I look forward to your quest to become champion. Good luck on your journey. Chairman Rose. Handwritten himself. Okay, here. Just, you can take that. This, dude, this is insanity right now. I mean, I can't even imagine how pumped you must be. I'm pumped myself. This is insane. We're gonna be training together. Like, this is gonna be serious. But you're gonna have to calm yourself, really. Just kind of. You're gonna have to calm yourself. I'm trying. I'm gonna have to do the breathing in and breathing out. The setup the way that people do it these days. But anyway, thankfully for you, I've been studying throughout my 30 years of life. I never actually partaken, whatever you want to say, in a gym battle. But I've battled some friends with a couple of the Pokémon that I've caught over the years. They're not very good, but you know, it's at least it's something. You know, I'm not a complete rookie. I'm amateur, obviously an amateur, but at least I know a few things or two. So I actually keep some things with me for my relaxation purposes, because you know, sometimes when I go for a battle, I get a little worked up, and you know, sometimes I need to be relaxed, you know, like as you do, obviously. And I have some of my supplies with me, like Pokeballs and such, and I'll give you some of the ones that I haven't used, just for you to get started. Yeah, so if you want to go out and hit up the wild area or something, I'm your man. I'll be there with you. We'll help catch some Pokemon. I'm sorry if I'm like stuttering or something. I'm just like, this is insane. Yeah. So hey, hold on. Just get my stuff here, and I'll show you real quick. Okay. If you're gonna be a trainer, you gotta at least look cool. Like, I mean, like, obviously I look great, but like, I got different gloves here. If you wanna give these a shot, see how they feel on your hands, so when you're throwing the Pokeball, you know what to do, or at least you'll look cool while doing it, and hopefully you'll catch something good. Okay, this is what I got for now. I'm just gonna put my bag back on real quick. Okay, alright, so I got two different styles. We have the fingerless gloves, which these are my personal favorite, and we have like contractor kind of work gloves, like these. They're gripped, so holding the Pokeball is pretty easy. So first thing we're gonna do is let's start off with the basic gloves here first. So what I like to do is obviously put them on. More of the hikers use these kind of gloves, so I don't know if that's kind of your style. You kind of have like whatever kind of a setup going on. But a lot of people are specific. Like, you'll see the hikers with like the rock and ground type Pokemon fighting sometimes, obviously. Then you'll have like Who else you got? You got the fishermen kind of people that have the water types and like stuff like that. You know what I mean? But they're always geared towards a specific kind of Pokemon. Breathe. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. I know it's probably not soothing, but you're gonna have to just bear with me. Okay, so these gloves are good for usually the hikers, often the hikers, because they like to feel as rugged and manly as possible while they're hiking. Minors sometimes will wear them, but if you really pay close attention, the miners never do anything. They're always just kind of standing around in the caves and stuff. Like, obviously somebody was able to build these caves, but you never see them working. So you don't know how long it took, when they started, when they finished. They just always happen to be in there waiting for a battle or something. I always have to walk around, so usually it takes like 15 miles more, but I don't want to like get into a battle with these guys, because I don't think I could take them. I got the roly-poly in there that one time, but I came out at night when nobody was around, and they happened to not be standing there at that particular moment. So I saw a roly-poly and I grabbed my Pokeball and I just threw it, and I actually caught it. But now I really don't know what to do with it now that I have it. But I feed him twice a day and stuff like that. But he goes to the bathroom. Anyway, so these are the typical hiker gloves. Okay. Now, obviously, they're gripped. So when they're hiking, I don't really know where they're going when they hike. They're another group that's always just happens to be there. It's always the same kind of locations, and they always have this stupid face on. Like, you never understand why. Come to think of it, in a lot of the regions, at least from what I've read, there's a lot of people just standing around, and it doesn't matter what day you come back, they're always in the same spot. The time doesn't matter, nothing. They're always just standing there. Like, I wish I had the stamina to stand in the same spot for eternity, what it seems like, but I don't. So, but anyway, they have these gloves here, which they really make you feel like you got a handle on something, you know what I mean? Personally, I prefer the fingerless gloves, because you really can feel the Pokeball in your hand, and you feel like, man, I can actually win this thing, even before you send them out. I feel like sometimes if the delivery is good, or when you throw the ball, your style and your coolness will intimidate the opponent, and they'll make bad moves or just give up, and you could win. But not for you, my friend. I feel like you have the perfect ability to win. According to Chairman Rose, of course. He thinks you're very talented. So, I think you have what it takes to properly battle your foes and win. So, before we really begin anything, I'm just going to make like a walkthrough, if you will, of what you should do. Even though I really don't know what I'm talking about, I feel like you can actually take this advice and run with it. What I suggest you do is you head to the wild area, right? There's a lot of Pokemon spawning there, like level 60 and stuff. Just grind it out and catch something. And then what you do is you take on the gyms, but make sure you get all the different types. You know what I'm saying? So the first one is Milo. Okay, he's grass. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find something that's strong against grass. You can use these cool gloves, but you're gonna need to get what's good. Fire is good. Flying as well. Bug. Those are good options for you to take down a grass type. If you can snatch a dragon, that'd be great, because you can even teach it an ice type move for the most part, which is good against grass. And grass moves aren't very strong against them, so you'll have a good defense or special defense against whatever kind of grass type move that they have. Because a lot of these trainers tend to only stick to specific typings, these gym leaders, for whatever reason. You don't really see a gym leader with a variety of different Pokemon, except for like a champion or something. That's why they become champions. And I firmly believe that's why they do become champions, because they're the only people that can somehow think outside the box and be like, I should get a variety of different types. You know? Like, every time I want to battle that grass trainer, I always somehow bring in rock and ground type. Like, I don't know, I can't make a good decision with what kind of Pokemon. But no worries, I have the perfect information for you. Because you got the training skills, I don't. So we're going to calm you down with these gloves as well. And I'm going to give them to you, and you can do with them as you will, obviously. So just, you can close your eyes if you'd like. We'll get into it. Okay, well, we got like the hiker gloves here. I'm just gonna leave them over here on your table. There you go. And let's see there. And you have the full length. You have these Velcro little straps on here. I always kind of feel like that kid that you always hear about in Palatown, Ash Ketchum. He wears similar kind of gloves, or at least he did. But they're like leather kind of material, they're fake leather, and as you can tell, your fingers are free. So if you're trying to hold a Pokeball, you can just freely throw those fingers out like that. You know, like you're trying to splash somebody with some water that's on your hand, like that. And they don't really make too much noise unless you go like this. You know, people that lose often, like, they'll clap and be like, good job. But you're gonna try to avoid that, because you're gonna win. You're gonna win this gym challenge. You're gonna take on Leon, and you're gonna become the next champion of the Galar region. I can see it now. Your name and lights. Newest champion, the first ever to defeat the champion Leon. And you're gonna look back on these moments and be like, remember that time I got that letter and I was told I had the opportunity because I had the skill to become the greatest Pokemon trainer? No. The greatest Pokemon master there ever was. And then you can either hang out in Galar and be like, I'm the motherfucking champion, right? But it's a PG environment, so I would just go MF champion, or just champion for short. Or what you can do is you can go to different regions, perhaps find a new region, one with discovered Pokemon that are actually undiscovered. They've been around for a while, we just haven't found out about them, even though there was already like a civilization around it, with a distinct method of battling and training. You know, when we first found out about the Alola area with the leagues and the kahunas and stuff, but apparently they've been doing it for generations, but we're just finding out about it now. Anyway, you can always go to one of those and be like, I'm the Galar champion, and I'm looking to expand my horizons and become a true master of Pokemon. Catch all 50,000 of them, or whatever it is, and, you know, become a great trainer. My only question is, when you catch them all, and you put them in boxes and stuff, how do they eat and go to the bathroom and so on? They always just happen to be in your boxes. You know, you can come back 2 decades later and there they are. They're ready to go. But they gotta look older in some way, and how do you feed them? Like, there's no way they went 20 years inside a digital computer and not eat anything or drink anything for that matter. That always kind of concerned me. I know in Alola they have like this island thing that's built up where you can leave them and stuff, feed them berries, and they can look at the ocean whenever they feel like it. But on the other hand, what about like in Kanto and stuff? And they just get shoved into these boxes. Do you live digitally forever? You know, they never tried it with people, so we never really know. But with the Pokemons, you know, they might be terrified about going in those boxes. Yeah. Sorry, I get philosophical sometimes, and I have my theories and whatnot. Anyway, I'll just take these gloves off. So I'll give you these as well. I'm just gonna show you one more thing, then we'll get into the cool stuff. All right. So I'll put these over here. Let's get some more things out here. Okay. I'm gonna show you this first. Got this cool scarf thing going. So if that's your thing, you could use this as well, because in the Galar region there's a lot of cold areas. I mean, the wild area changes like crazy, but every once in a while you'll have to go by Route 9, Route 10 kind of area, and near Spikemuth and stuff, and it's just crazy with the weather conditions. It's always hailing and cold and dreary, so you might want a scarf. So feel free to take that one as well. There we go. Just gonna pull this out real quick. Almost at the fun part, I promise. Okay. So, a lot of people go camping with their Pokemon, and they have like meals and stuff, but we won't get into the meals today. So, if you have like toys and stuff, bring those. I don't have any on me. But if you have some toys, bring them and play with them because every Pokemon loves toys. I mean, obviously, who wouldn't want to fetch a ball all the time or get a feather waved in your face with a bell on it? Yeah, anyway. Grooming materials are crucial, especially if your Pokemon have fur. A lot of them do. Like you're not gonna want to use this on a Goldeen or a Quillfish or something. Stay away from that. But if you have a Pokemon with fur, uh, Silvally has it, but you gotta earn friendship for that. The legendaries, Zacian and Zamazenta, they have kind of a fur-like hair. Definitely if you have a Grimmsnarl, that thing is covered in hair. So yeah, you want something like this. This is more for, you can use this on Pokemon with skin like Machamp or something. Just little brush, just make sure if there's any dirt on them or something. You know what I mean? Just kind of, see, that feels good, especially in an area that's itchy. Or sometimes they just like a little scrubbing. Makes them feel fresh. They can take off dead skin or something. Put that over here. You know, you can always do this. Get in between like spaces like that. You know what I mean? Something like this. But nothing too rough. You don't want to hurt anybody. Stuff like that. So I'll leave that over here for you. And this definitely for something like Grimmsnarl or Ponyta, Rapidash. I'm so glad that my girlfriend was sick and we couldn't go out because I wouldn't have seen that leather and we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So, you know, it's great. I mean, not for her because she's sick, obviously, but, you know, in general. Yeah, so you want something like this. Just brush their head or something gently. Like this wouldn't be good for Machamp. You know, you have to use this on something with fur. Like Nickit or Thievul. Who else? Yamper, Bolton, those kind of Pokemon. You can even use them on birds for their feathers, but I'd be a little more gentler. You know, Rookidee and Corvisquire, kind of like these, but you can't really use it on a Corviknight. Corviknights, they prefer like when you wax them because they're steel. Yeah. You also don't want to use it on a Meowth or Berserker as well, but you can use it on a Persian if you'd like. So that's a possibility. It's got a wood base to it. Handle. Yeah, Berserker has hair, but it like solidified and became like those like Viking like horn things. It's actually quite interesting how it became what it is. And I think it's so interesting how there's a variety of different Meowths, and we're the only generation region that has a steel meow. I mean, Alola, they have a dark type that's half normal, and then you have the Cantonian meow that's just normal. But here with the steel, pure steel type, only in the Galar region. Galarian Pride, right there. You might want to. I'll give you this. You can always pick up another one at like a boutique or something, or the hair salon with those really hot black girls. Damn. That hairstyle over theirs. They all seem to wear the same outfit though. I don't know, man. It's a crazy world. Can I get a rock in here? Huh. You know, if you polish this in front of like a soul rock or something, they get really excited because then they'll learn the move rock polish, and then their speed like hell. Those are some speed demons if you use that move. Yeah, so put this rock away. All right, now for the fun stuff. You ready? You ready? All right. So, first things first. You're gonna want one of these, especially if you're trying to catch a lower level Pokemon. But I've seen some people catch some wild area Pokemon, level 60s, with one of these. A classic Pokeball, a work of art. You just press that, throw that bad boy up in the air, boom, you're ready to go. That's what I'm talking about. Stop it. Alright, so I got a couple of those. Let's see. So I can give you these. I'll give you a couple of those. Alright. You know, if you buy a couple at the Pokemon Center, 10 or more, they'll throw in a couple of these bad boys. Premier Balls. They're more of like a specialty or a novelty kind of Pokeball. They're not very good, but you know, if you're down on your luck and you have like 1,000 of these, you're bound to catch it eventually. But if you want to start a battle and make a catch real fast, you're going to want to pick up a quick ball, no doubt. These guys, these are great for catching a dragon. You run into a Komodo real fast, and you're like, damn, I want one of those guys. You pull out your quick ball, you just throw it in there, bam, dragon. What else we got? One of my personal favorites, the Ultra Ball. Man, one of these things, you really can't go wrong with an Ultra Ball. The black and yellowy gold color, classic style. These are a little bit more expensive, but they're great. Between the Pokeball and the Ultra Ball is a Great Ball, which I don't have on me because their design kind of pisses me off. But I do have the ultimate weapon in catching Pokemon. You don't even have to battle them. You don't have to do anything. You just run into them and you catch it. As long as your aim is good, one of these guys will get you anywhere. I'm not a fan of the design, but that M on there, you know you're in business. Master Ball, you gotta be careful with these though. You have to make sure that if you're catching something and you feel like it's gonna be a real struggle, that's when you pull one of these guys out. Do not waste it on something simple. Got that? Alright, you're not going to want to catch, what's a bad Pokemon? A Greedent, or those squirrel things. I hate those things. But, yeah, don't use that on that, or a Wooloo. People love the Wooloos. But you can probably catch that with a rock. Those things. They're all over the damn place. You know what else is annoying? Blip bugs. Like, the creator of Pokemon. Why would you make that? That thing is butt ugly. No offense if you're a blip bug fan. But they do evolve into Orbeetle eventually, and they're pretty sick. Psychic and bug, you can't go wrong with that typing. Yeah. Unless you're a fire breather, or bird, or something that freezes things. Never mind, they have a lot of weaknesses. Alright. But yeah, masterful. So, there you go. I'll give this starter pack for you. I'll put that here, and you can make the decision with what you want to do with it. Alright? So, I am so psyched for you and myself, obviously, because I'm going to be there. But I'll leave that with you, and I'm going to work on our game plan right now. See, putting on my trusty glasses, and I'm gonna sit down. We're gonna map it out. We're gonna become the greatest trainers in the Galar region. No, all of the Pokemon world. We're gonna take down Cantonians. We're gonna take down Jotodians, or whatever you want to call them. Hoenn people. Who else is there? The Sinonians. Unovians. They piss me off the most, so we're gonna definitely take those fuckers down. Then the Colossians. That sounds very philosophical. And of course, when we go on vacation together, as we should, we'll take down the Alolans. Okay? But first, we gotta conquer Galar. That's the first step. All right. So we gotta kick Milo's ass. We gotta beat Nessa to the ground. We gotta take down Kabu. Ryan's a dick. Stupid selfies. Who else? There's a bunch of them. But Opal, #1 fan right here. That pink on her, damn, she can pull that off. All right. And then everyone else. There's a bunch of them. I have respect for Marnie though, although Piers is kind of annoying. Like, I thought he was a girl when I first met him. But whatever. The only fool that doesn't Dynamax. Who doesn't Dynamax their Pokemon? God. Do you want like a 3,000 foot tall whatever behind you? Just doing what you want? I mean, what a loser. Ruins everything. Alright, well, I'm gonna start on that plan. You start thinking about what you want to catch, because it's gonna be crucial to our leadership. We're gonna be the best trainers. Well, you're gonna be the best trainer, and I'm gonna be the mooch that follows you, holding the sign, like going, like those, what do you call them? Team Yell guys, only less annoying, more sarcastic. Alright, well, good luck to you, sir. I'll be outside, waiting, patiently. Okay. Champions.